Welcome back, everyone, to another Nerdmotron movie commentary. We're doing another one.
Another one.
Like an incy-wincy spider, we've been crawling up the waterspout of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy.
I see what you did there.
And now, here comes the rain to wash the spider out. That's right, folks. It's time for the smash hit that everyone loves.
The best one of the three.
It's Spider-Man 3.
Yay.
So lots to get through as always with this. So get your copies lined up. And we are getting ready to play in 3, 2, 1, play!
Playing.
And now we have about 10 minutes of
Credits and
to get
nonsense.
through.
So here we are, Columbia Pictures logo, zooming out.
Yep. Sparkly torch
Nearly
lady.
stopped. Columbia.
And
then Sony Pictures Company. Danny Elfman, flashy Marvel stuff.
Yep.
Do you think they're in sync yet?
If you're not synced up at this point, you never will
Marvel. God, they really did sort of up the resolution of the special effects for the intro again, didn't they? Because it was a bit janky in the first one.
be. Yeah. A little bit. It was very early 2000s CG. But it worked. It was stylized, I guess. And then in the second one, of course... Yes. I did know that. Of course, in the second one, we had the same sort of thing, like a recap sort of situation. But in this, it's using actual clips from the movies. In the last one, it was like really nice Alex Ross pictures of scenes from the thing.
It's a lot cheaper just to use the footage from the film, isn't it?
Well, yes. Oh, memories.
Oh, Tobias.
Remember that when he
today?
quite sensibly didn't intervene in that crime?
Yeah, I do remember that, yeah. I don't think he thought it was his problem.
Yeah, well, it wasn't.
Well, was it?
Well, it became his problem very quickly after that, but in the moment...
In the moment he did the right thing, and in hindsight he did very much the wrong thing. I was about to put my feet on the table, that's not a good idea, is it?
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't want to affect the mic. The music in these films is still so great.
Yeah,
it's all very samey, Danny Elfman, but it is great music.
It is very samey, isn't it?
I mean, I should reiterate that Men in Black is the best music he's done.
Yeah, but I mean, even that, like, listening to this, you get little hints of like, the Men in Black theme tune and, like, I don't know, fucking Beetlejuice. I presume he did the thing for Beetlejuice as well. Seems like what he would do.
Yeah. I do quite like the animation of the Venom there.
Yeah.
I like the way it kind of rolls. It's like a sort of spiky wheel.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, it's like sort of folding over itself to kind of crawl its way around. Yeah. Do.
Oh, Dr. Octopus.
We hardly knew you.
Jimmy Frankie. Oh, God. He's going to be in this one, isn't he?
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
He's a pretty major feature of this one for some reason.
Yeah, I forget. It's Sam Raimi and his brother Ivan, who's like a lawyer that writes these.
Yeah.
He's like doesn't know anything about it, but...
Here we go. Spider-Man and about. Yeah, we know. You know.
You know. Oh, look, somebody else is getting decent footage of him now, so J. Jonah Jameson must be happy.
I would think he would be less happy.
Why?
Because that's presumably not Daily Bugle footage.
Yeah, but you can buy
it. And
it.
also, because he's the one that wants the footage. He doesn't want anyone else to have it. Yeah, would he?
No, he
would your Uncle Ben be proud?
I don't think so. He was very much against him fighting. Oh, he's back again and we never get to see him with his lizard form.
Look at all these 40-year-old college students.
Yeah.
Awkwardly squeezed into those tiny little desks.
Gwen Stacy.
Right, shall we talk about the cast?
Let us.
So, obviously we've got all the returning people. This guy, Tobias,
Funke.
MJ, all the rest of them, they're still in it. But we also have Topher Grace as Eddie Brock / Venom.
Yes, we do.
He has an uncredited cameo in Ocean's 11, 2001.
Great.
And Ocean's 12, 2004.
What, an uncredited cameo in both?
Yeah, apparently.
Well,
he does... What was that?
Oh, I was going to say, who is he? But he's not credited, but he doesn't have a character name, does he?
Well, yeah. He was himself.
Oh, okay.
He does the voice of Leonardo in the English version of the 2002 Italian retelling of Pinocchio.
Obviously.
So there you go. He was in Mona Lisa Smile 2003, which also starred Kirsten Dunst, whomst we have upon our screen this very moment, doing musical theatre now for some reason.
Doing a singing thing.
Even though she was doing, like, regular plays in the last one, now she's doing musicals. I don't know.
Oh, it's all the same, isn't it?
I don't think it is.
It's all theatrics.
Well, I guess. But she
honest,
she never...
She's going to take whatever job she can get.
In fact, this isn't even like a musical, like a stage musical. This is like her singing a song. She's just singing a song. She was an actress, not a musician. What's going on here?
Well, she's about to lose her job because she's a shit singer, isn't she?
Well, she's quite good, actually, I think, as singers go. Anyway, Topher Grace also was in Interstellar 2014. One of the few Christopher Nolan movies I don't like very much.
Which one?
Interstellar.
Oh, I don't like that either. But, for many reasons. We'll discuss that one day. Oh god, it's creepy, Mick.
Yeah.
He does look like a sex offender.
He does a bit. Yeah. Anyway, 179...
It's just that look. Look at him. He's like scowling.
Yeah.
But he's not got enough acting range for it to not just be a squint. Sorry, carry on with your cast.
He's not good. He's not a good person or actor. 179 episodes of That 70s Show.
Jesus.
He was in Predators 2010. The one with Adrian Brody that's really good.
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's really good. And one episode of Black Mirror in 2019. Smithereens. I don't know.
I've actually not caught up with all the Black Mirrors. I think I'm a couple of seasons behind since I went to Netflix.
Yeah, I don't care about it.
It was good back in the day.
So they're still having their tiff. Him and Harry are still at loggerheads.
It's because Harry's an absolute numpty.
Yeah. Wow. Compensating much. Well, I'm Spider-Man.
She knows this, doesn't she? He can explain everything that's going on.
Well, he's maybe not told her everything that's going on.
But she knows he's Spider-Man.
Yeah, but you know what he's like.
And she knows that what's his name hates Spider-Man because she thinks that he killed his dad. He thinks
you would think she would be able to piece it together, but even if he didn't tell her.
Although it's been established that she's not great with obvious things.
Well, true.
Like, hey,
here we have some goblin masks. Apparently, one of those is supposed to be a little hint towards the hobgoblin. It's like got a little bit of an orange tint to it. Why didn't they just make him the hobgoblin? Why did they do this whole new goblin shit? I will never understand.
I don't know.
He's been juicing.
Yeah.
Right, who else have we got in this god-awful film? Thomas Hayden Church as Flint Marko / Sandman.
God, I forget there's so many bloody baddies in this, aren't there?
Yeah. Oh, yes, there is.
It's going to be a proper pack full of jam.
Thomas Hayden Church, or THC, you might say.
You might say that, yeah.
He was in Tombstone, 1993.
Right.
Good movie. About 10 hours long, but pretty good.
I think I saw him in Sideways first.
Really?
The thing he did with Paul Giamatti.
Val Kilmer's in Tombstone, and he was Batman, so there's your little superhero link.
Very nice.
123 episodes of Wings.
Okay.
He plays Lyle Van de Groot in George of the Jungle 1997 with Brendan Fraser, who was in the Mummy movies, which we've done commentaries for.
When are we doing the next Brendan film then? Are we going to do the Brendan Fraser waking up from, or fish out of water trilogy? Are we going to do those films?
No, because then we have to do Monkey Bone, and I never want to. I never want to look at or think about Monkey Bone ever again.
You have to do Encino Man, George of the Jungle, and then Blast from the Past, the trilogy.
Oh, okay. Those are good. I don't think I've seen the first one, but Blast from the Past.
Encino Man's awful because it's got Pauly Shore in it, but.
Oh, we like Pauly Shore.
Do we?
He's all right, unless he's a wrong'un.
I'm pretty sure he's a wrong'un, but that's
Is he? Okay, then we don't like Pauly Shore.
I just get that impression from his like saliva-laden voice noises that he always does.
You're being superficial, are you? See the Venom symbiote thing made the shape of a V as it latched onto his bike there. Why does it go after him? Why does it start following him? Where does it come from? What is any of this nonsense, Well,
it fell from space, and it latched onto him because A, he's closest, and B, he's Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's just really weird, though, because it just comes out of nowhere and just decides randomly. It just happens to land next to Spider-Man and just, happens to crawl after him and find them and attach itself to him, and it's all just a bit weird.
No, it's... Ben Parker's man.
When they could have done it properly in that, you remember the astronaut in the last one?
Yes.
JJ's
he
son.
should have brought it back with him or something.
In the comics, he's the one who brings it back.
Maybe that just happened off screen and we didn't notice.
No, well, I think there was actually going to be a scene in this. I don't know if it's a deleted scene or one they just didn't film, but there was planned to be a scene in which John Jameson brings the symbiote back, which I think would have made a lot more sense, and it would have been a bit more satisfying than it just showing up. It just appears out of nowhere. Oh, he's a good dad, really.
Well, yeah, why was he in prison?
Crimes?
Yeah, but...
Well, for the murder.
Oh, your costume!
I think, did he not get arrested for killing Uncle Ben, basically? I don't know.
Well, we don't find out he killed Uncle Ben until this movie.
Yeah, but is that not what he was in jail for?
I don't think so.
I guess we'll find out. Yeah. I think he's just a general convict, just a general...
You're not getting near him. Well, I just climbed in through a bedroom window and left something under a pillow, so I got pretty close.
It was quite like that, actually. Anyway, what else has he been in? Yeah, he reprised that role in George of the Jungle 2 in 2003.
What? There's a George of the Jungle 2?
Yeah, it's not got Brendan Fraser in it. Some other guy. He also, funnily enough, starred alongside Brendan Fraser in Monkey Bone 2001, which is a hideous nightmare of a movie.
Never even heard of it.
It's really weird and awful. I think it's about a guy who... He's a cartoonist, and one of his cartoons comes to life and traps him in a cartoon world while Monkey Bone, the cartoon character, goes into the real world and starts fucking up his life or something. I don't know.
It's not like Last Action Hero.
Bizarre. No, nothing's like Last Action
That's
Hero.
A great movie.
This is a really good movie. He did the voice of Killer Moth in the Teen Titans cartoon, which is very good.
Okay.
Has a really good theme tune. Teen Titans, go! It's good.
Not
trust me.
With it.
You will just have to believe me.
It's passed me by, that Teen Titans go.
Sideways, 2004, as you mentioned. Idiocracy, 2006. Which I haven't seen. I think he's the president in that or something.
He's not. The president is Terry Crews. He's fucking brilliant in that. Oh my god, we've got to watch that movie.
I've never seen it.
It's really good. It's awful, but it's really good.
He was a character called Tal Hadjus in John Carter 2012.
I have actually seen that movie.
I have as well. It's
for what
serviceable.
It is. It's very entertaining for what it is. Have you seen... I think they did an original version or a cartoon version of it as well that I saw years and years and years ago.
Possibly. Now, this might be one of the most boring scenes that's ever been committed to film. Ever in history. Bloody Aunt May and her bloody interminable stories.
I know.
46 episodes of Ned and Stacey.
What the fuck's that?
It's a TV show.
Okay.
He's Lobster Johnson in Hellboy 2019.
Oh, I haven't seen that one actually.
Neither have I.
I think I was too upset that they recast Ron Perlman.
Yeah, it's David Harbour though, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but he's no Ron Perlman.
He's
no Ron Perlman.
No, well, no. Nobody's Ron Perlman. Because Ron Perlman's Ron Perlman. But he's pretty good. He looked the part anyway.
Well, he had makeup on.
Well, so did Ron Perlman.
Yeah, but Ron Perlman looks like the Hellboy without the makeup.
He had pretty significant
really does.
facial prosthetics in that film. I think you'll find.
Fair enough.
And THC also returns as Sandman in Spider-Man No Way Home 2021.
Interestingly, he doesn't actually appear in any sense other than footage from this film.
Indeed, yes.
Well, and CG.
Well, he voices the character. He does.
Yeah, but he doesn't appear on screen in any.
Anytime you actually see Thomas Hayden Church in that film is footage from this
movie.
And it works quite well.
I mean, yeah, it's fine.
I have issues with that movie, but
well, yeah, I mean, it did bother me that he was in the Sandman film all the time, but budget.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
We'd be married 50 bloody year, blah, 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 blah.
If you hadn't let him die.
We're all very sad about Uncle Ben. And she's the saddest of all.
It's fun, she actually looks a bit like my gran.
She's fucking acting.
Everyone's gran.
I'm saying it's a really boring scene, and it is, but she is fucking acting in it, you know?
I don't know if I've seen her in anything else.
Well, you can refer back to the Spider-Man 1 commentary.
I don't think I ever did see her in anything else, though.
She was in a bunch of Shakespeare stuff, as I recall.
Yeah.
In the 50s.
What ho, my lord.
Indeed. Who else we got? Bryce Dallas Howard, who we saw a wee bit ago.
That's her, isn't it?
As Gwen Stacy.
Oh, I have not twigged that that's her.
She was in...
Oh. How did his helmet just fall off?
Here we go. Action! This is actually, apart from some of the rubbery CGI men going on, this is a really good action scene.
I love that he's really just only after saving the ring. This is his only priority, isn't it?
Which makes sense, because that would be his priority. He doesn't want to beat up this guy. He just wants to go and get married. I just think it's fun to see Peter Parker fighting as Spider-Man, but as Peter Parker, you know? You don't get to see that very often.
Spoilers, it's the same guy.
Really?
Yeah. Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Like, I don't think it's been revealed in the movie yet.
Fuck, that's a major spoiler.
Yeah, I know.
Ruined the whole thing for me now.
And did you know that that's Harry?
Yeah, I just saw his face. You were involved. Whoa, that takes some upper body strength, that does. See, that's quite fun, crawling around the falling thing. Again, a bit crappy with the CGI faces, but...
How many people must have just died from bits of masonry falling on their cars?
Well, it's the middle of the night.
There's traffic underneath.
It's a back street that seems quite unpopulated. Well, the people that live in these houses are going to be very, very cross. Oof. Oh, no. That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bryce Dallas Howard. She was in Apollo 13, 1995. Uncredited.
Who is she in that?
I don't know. She was uncredited.
Oh, probably somebody's daughter.
Yeah,
houses when they're watching all the movies.
Yeah.
Or what the movies, watching the landing.
She was in How the Grinch Stole Christmas 2000.
Really?
Yes. She was Kate Connor in Terminator Salvation 2009. The one with
I've not
Christian
seen that
Bale.
one, actually.
It's fine. It's yeah, it's fine.
I think I gave up on the Terminator movies after the third one, and I have seen some of them since, but I've just...
Dark Fate is quite good.
Yes? Is that the one where they reboot the whole lot again?
Yeah, I mean, they're all that, basically, but...
One with the female Terminator half-robot-y one or whatever it is?
No, you're thinking of 3.
No. That's the one with the robots and the liquid metal end exoskeleton, played by what's her name model. But the one I'm thinking of, the one with the short hair and what's her name?
Oh yes.
The sort of,
I don't think
is she not like Terminator-ish? Or she's like
no, she's
like
I think she's like a Terminator hunter kind of person. I think she's human.
I think she was human, and then she's like pimped out or something. Because
I don't know.
I can't remember. But that's the
one
I'm thinking of, and I quite enjoyed that one.
Yeah. She's Victoria in the Twilight Saga Eclipse 2010 and Breaking Dawn Part 2 2012. So there you go.
I don't think I've seen them.
Neither have I.
Or if I have, I've deleted them from my brain.
I tried to watch the first one and I was just like, this is awful. This is an awful looking film. The characters in it are all awful.
Just as I love this thunk in a minute. I thought it was happening.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he really gets fucked up, doesn't he? Woo! Oh! Ooh! Ow! Oof! Oof!
It is good.
God. There's something very satisfying about that.
Yeah.
She was also in an episode of Black Mirror in 2016.
Right.
I think it was the one about how society is a phone or something along those lines.
Okay.
Which doesn't really narrow it down because that's basically every episode of Black Mirror.
Everything about a Black Mirror being a phone.
Yeah. She's in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom 2018.
Oh god, yeah.
Rocket Man 2019. What else? Jurassic World Dominion 2022. Now here's an interesting one. She was Yaddle in...
No way!
She was Yaddle.
No way!
She was Yaddle in Star Wars...
That is...
Tales of the Jedi, which is a really good little cartoon series.
I didn't even know Yaddle had ever had any characterization beyond just sitting there as
you
bad Yoda.
You have got to watch the Yaddle episode of Tales of the Jedi. It's really good. It's a really good series, actually. But it's him,
Zephyr Cochrane, everybody.
Yeah, we'll talk about him in a bit.
I'm trying to remember his name now. It's on the tip of my tongue. You'll say it, and I'll say, yeah, that's him. But we'll come to that, I'm sure.
What else has Bryce been in? She directed a few episodes of The Mandalorian. And her dad directed
Jesus, he just
Solo,
punched that dog.
Star Wars Solo. Did he? I don't know. Did he?
Yeah, he just went absolutely smacked it in the head.
What an absolute bastard.
He's an animal abuser. He can't be forgiven now. Just fell into things. He's got to stop falling into stuff.
Yeah, you got to watch where you fall.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Bryce Dallas Howard. And now we come on to James Cromwell.
That's his name.
As Captain Stacy.
Yeah, James Cromwell, what a guy.
Who was in
Zephyr Cochrane.
Murder by Death, 1976.
He's also... I'm trying to think. Is he in Men in Black as well? The second one or the third one?
Well, let me go through my list here, and we'll see. He's in one episode of MASH.
Okay.
He shows up in The Man with Two Brains, 1983.
That sounds horrific.
Whatever Happened to Steve Martin?
I don't know. Did he not die?
Did he?
Is he?
I don't think he did. I think he's still going. I think he just doesn't really do much.
He's probably retired then, yeah.
Loads of TV stuff. Dallas, Riptide, Knight Rider, Hill Street Blues, Magnum P.I.
Oh look, he's getting turned into sound by the particle accelerator.
That looks really painful.
It really does.
Oh god, imagine your entire nervous system just turns to glass. That'd be awful. What else? He's Farmer Hoggett in Babe, 1995.
He is in Babe.
And Babe, Pig in the City, 1998. He was in LA Confidential, 1997.
Obviously.
Deep Impact, 1998.
Ah.
The Green Mile, 1999.
Yes. God, he's been in a lot.
He has. Space Cowboys, 2000.
Is that what they call Armageddon?
No.
I don't think
That's it's old men go into space. It's got like Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm confusing with Armageddon. Then.
And what's his name? The cowboy guy, Clint Eastwood. It's not that good. He's in I, Robot, 2004.
He is
Not great, but it's a bit of fun.
I don't know. I've got a sort of soft spot for that movie. It is shit.
It is really shit, but I've got a soft spot for it too. Big Hero 6,
Great
2014,
movie,
very
movie.
good. Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, 2018.
Another little Bryce Dallas Howard crossover there?
Yes, and he does the voice of Alfred Pennyworth in Merry Little Batman.
Merry Little Batman.
Yeah.
Is that a Christmas special?
I think so, yeah.
Right.
But here's a question for you, and you probably saw this one coming.
Yes, he is.
Was he in TNG, question mark?
Well, do we count the TNG movies as TNG?
Good question. Do we?
Well, if I am, then yes, definitely, because he's in First Contact. But I also think he might have appeared in TNG separately.
Well,
I can imagine he's popped up before, playing other characters. I'm trying to picture it, but I'm just going to say yes, he was, as a blanket statement, and see how we go.
yes, he was in TNG. He was in 3 episodes, in fact.
Really?
He was Prime Minister Narok in the Season 3 episode The Hunter.
Okay.
He was Jaglom Shrek in Season 6 episodes Birthright, Parts 1 and 2.
See, that name rings a bell.
He was also Hannock in DS9, Season 4 episode Starship Down.
Okay.
And of course, as you mentioned, he was Zephram Cochrane
In
Star Trek First Contact, the best Star Trek movie.
Second only to Galaxy Quest.
Indeed. He also reprises that role, uncredited, in Star Trek Enterprise.
He does.
I think in that...
In the episode Regeneration, where they talk about the Borg that he discussed, that cybernetic creatures...
Yeah, I think that's... Is that not like... That's quite early on, isn't it? It might
I think
be
it's
the
season
first
2.
episode.
No, season 2. Well, he probably is in that one. Oh, no, actually, yes. So there's a video clip of him in the first episode in Broken Bow.
Yeah.
And then, so yeah, that's him doing the speech. But
this
then
is amazing. This
later
is
on, they
amazing
reference
sequence.
a speech he made. And maybe they just show a picture of him.
Yeah.
I don't know if they actually...
Yeah, this is so good. Like, just amazing. He also does the voice of the character in Star Trek Lower Decks. So there you go.
Yes. So he's definitely been in Star Trek.
He has definitely been in Star Trek. Even if you don't count the movies, he was still in Star Trek.
Yeah. This is a good sequence.
It really is. I like the fact that he has to struggle to kind of put himself back together. It's very...
Well, he's learning how to use his powers, isn't he?
Yeah, it's very Dr. Manhattan, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's quite good, that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Dr. Manhattan's probably this. Although I suppose it's based on the comic, so it's probably based on the comic rather than this.
Yeah.
For Dr. Manhattan.
See, I like that. He's like, he almost does it, and then he falls apart again, and then he tries again. And he's so good.
It holds up pretty well.
It does,
Considering
yeah.
it's obviously very
like the
dated.
sand effects in this are all really good. Very crumbly. He wants to get some moisturiser or something.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, don't want to be too moist because that's how you kill him, isn't it? Water.
Ah, well.
Or until he dries off again.
Interesting.
Is he completely unkillable? Is that what you're getting at?
Sort of, yeah. Because I think there's a thing in the comics, and I might have trivia or a quiz question or something about this later on. I don't know. But that's good. That's sad and good. But yeah, it's like his consciousness is contained within every grain of sand that makes him up. So if he like dissolves into water, he is still essentially there. Like you said, he just has to wait to kind of dry off and then reform himself.
Yeah, actually, that came up a bit in the Spider-Man 2 video game as well, where I think there's just loads of Sandmen all around the city, and you have to go like fight batches of them.
Yes,
he left bits of himself lying around to.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Yes.
Oh, he's got the strength from the locket.
Yes, the power of love. The power of being a good dad, sort of.
Well, being a loving father, at least.
Well, yeah.
Good father is questionable, but loving is accurate.
Yeah, fair.
I like the transition there as well.
Yeah, that's very good. Of all the...
So I do feel like his entire chest is CG at the moment. I don't think I actually used any of his actual clothes for that sequence.
Maybe not. But it's definitely... Of all the supervillain origin sequences in this series, I think that's probably the best one.
Mm-hmm. Put it in your pocket, yeah, you numpty. What's wrong with you?
Uh-oh.
You suck. I mean, kind of true.
That doesn't...
She did have quite a small voice. She wasn't very powerful when she was singing on stage.
It seemed pretty powerful to me. I mean, everybody in the audience seemed to be enjoying it, you know?
Yeah, they're paid to be there. They have to.
But I mean, that's newspaper critics for you, isn't it? They're just paid to drag you down, you know?
Oh, he's such a bad person.
Oh, God. I don't know what I hate more in this series. Peter Parker's relentless misery or his insufferable joy.
I am very uncomfortable with uncompromisingly cheerful people.
He's just so happy. It's just, it doesn't... He's either really happy or really miserable, or then he kind of goes emo later, but we'll get to that.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Yeah, go get him, Tiger.
Go fuck yourself, Pete. God, he changed quickly.
Yeah, well, he's
wearing it under his
Spider-Man,
clothes.
isn't he? Whee!
Watch me turn to CG.
Watch me float out the window. Uh-oh. Yeah, nothing to see here. Just a lamp moving on its own.
Yeah, why is it tracking him?
Don't know, it's just there. Because they were like, we have to put Venom in this movie.
How did he even get inside without the bike coming upstairs? So it would have had to climb onto him or something he's carrying already anyway.
Yeah, something like that.
Or it just climbed up the building.
Oh no, it's a crane problem. What?
I don't understand.
What the hell does that mean?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, should we get out of the way of this big metal bar that's swinging towards this window? Nah.
No way that would have just sheared through other metal bars like that.
Well, it did, because you saw it happen. Oh, fucking hell.
People are going to be dead already.
Yeah. Why has the captain of the police shown up to this? That doesn't make sense.
That was probably have Edison killed the power to the whole lot.
Oh no! Well, you were a bit quicker off the ball that time. That's good.
And good job you're not wearing high heels again. Oh wait, you probably are. Did you get that whole thing in the first Jurassic World? She was in there, everyone was complaining about her wearing high heels. Apparently it was a choice she actually made because she was like, no, this character would just not take her heels off.
It makes sense.
And everyone ripped
actually,
into her for
yeah.
it, but it makes perfect sense, yeah. It's like, no, yeah, they would totally just...
This is one of the silliest character introductions there has ever been. That's quite a lot to
throw at him in that moment. Yeah.
Oh, ow!
Where are you, Spidey? Hurry up!
Yeah, he's taking his time, isn't he? Whee!
God, the building contractors in New York must really not have good standards of construction.
Yeah.
So many things just break like butter.
What's happening to this crane that is doing all of these things?
Get stuck in a wall and stop.
Whee! That's good.
Yeah.
I like all that. That's very good.
Do you think at the time people were thinking, watching this in the cinema, that this was going to be a Gwen Stacy moment where he fails to save her?
I think probably a lot of people would have been expecting that. Probably not at that precise moment.
Yeah, fair play.
But it's just kind of a thing with Gwen Stacy. Not so much these days, but you would cast... She's just there to die, basically. That's her only purpose as a character. Like I say, not so much these days, because you've got, like, Gwenpool and...
Yeah.
And... What's her spider person called? Ghost Spider or something? You're so rude.
Because you're out of a job, Pete. Not that one. Thanks, Stephanie.
Oh, he's good.
He is.
What an awful person.
Yep.
I suppose that's kind of the point. He's supposed to be a shitty version of Peter Parker.
I think it's better with him as Shinzon.
What?
Shinzon from Star Trek Nemesis. When Shinzon gets a job after becoming Bane, he gets a job being Venom.
What?
The guy who plays Venom, I've forgotten his name.
Uh-huh.
He is also Shinzon in Star Trek. He's also...
Oh, right. Okay, yes.
Not this guy.
Yeah, that was what was confusing me.
I'm saying the decent Venom.
Topher Grace in Star Trek? That surely would have come up in my research. That's sold it. That's done it.
What?
Ooh, tension. Very good. Methinks he's going to do something sneaky.
And or silly.
Spider-Man to receive key to the city. Saves daughter of police captain.
Look, it's Stanny.
Oh, there he is. There we go. His famous catchphrase.
Excelsior.
No, enough said.
Oh.
It's actually
this character that's been a dick for the past 2 movies by not actually telling Harry what the fuck's going on.
He wasn't even in the first one.
But
and he was
very,
very briefly.
In the background. He obviously existed somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, he does have vital information. But then he's also really old and has been working for this awful family for a long time, so, you know. No, absolutely you do not. Did he just call his butler Burger?
Burner. Or Bernard. It's a bit ostentatious.
Yeah, it's a bit much, honestly. I mean, this entire hallway is bigger than my whole flat. Also, don't play basketball in the house. What is wrong with you people? So many ornaments. Uh-oh.
Did he? Did he appreciate how I accidentally made him get stabbed?
Yeah, did he?
Well, yeah, kind of.
He didn't love him. He didn't love anyone.
I was talking about getting stabbed.
Oh, right, okay.
He definitely did that.
He definitely got stabbed, yeah. He's got spider powers too! Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure that's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not going to be a problem in a short time. It really, really will.
Do. She's not. Maybe I just don't know much about singing, but this person singing doesn't seem significantly better or really different from what Mary Jane was doing. You know?
She's also pants.
Why are we stopping? Me. Uh-oh.
What's she doing here? Well, she was supposed to be working, obviously.
Yeah, nobody told her.
Did you?
You didn't try very hard, did you? Have you heard of email? Oh yeah, that helps a lot. You assholes.
Why was
she
wasn't?
She
thought she was shit.
Well, that's the thing. They're firing her because of that one shitty review, even though she was perfectly fine. That just bizarre choices all around, really, isn't it? Oh, she's getting overshadowed.
I mean, superheroes do tend to overpower or overshadow like Z-list celebrities.
Yeah, but I think true. But I think the problem is more that he's just not listening to her at all and her problems, and is all like, I'm Spider-Man and everything's going fantastically great and my life is so rosy and bright and hooray hurrah. Look at him he's smiling away, bobbing his head like, yeah. Oh, fuck off.
I know, he's such a twat.
Who are these characters again? Why is this suddenly turned into every CW show ever? for a scene? What's going on?
Who knows? Oh, it's so cheesy with the both of them.
Yes. Yeah, you'll be really hard to miss.
Yeah, no, I got sacked because I'm shit, Peter.
I get a lot of the problems between people in this series could be solved by them just sitting down and having a very brief conversation.
That's often the case for a lot of these sorts of movies, isn't it?
That's good. I like that. Sand coming out of his ear. That's good. Oh. Trouble's afoot. I never understand why everybody in movies poses with their guns pointing upwards like that. Are you trying to get yourself shot in the head? But then they're cops, aren't they? I suppose they don't really care, do they?
No. They're silly. Not quite anticipating the horror they're about to experience.
And I like that they just throw a tarp into a street like that.
I also like how untying one rope unties a whole side.
Yeah, well, it might just be sort of hanging on the other side. Do we get to see it?
Well,
yeah, it's hanging off the side. There we go.
I mean, the other side that it came off. Like, he flipped it over. He unhooked one at the back and then flipped it and the whole right-hand side came off.
Well, yeah.
Ah, my God!
Whoa, that's a big hand.
So here's a question for you now.
Okay.
Is every particle of sand that is making up him now him? Or is it just like a finite amount of particles that make up the original him that spread out amongst this and then he controls the rest?
Yes.
Okay. So that means you could be killed, because you could just obliterate the parts of him, like you could melt the sand in this structure or something. That.
Well, interestingly, I think there have been times in the comics where he's been thought to have been killed because he's been basically turned to glass.
Okay.
But he has survived because
glass is
he's still, the Flint Marco consciousness is still in there somewhere. Here comes trouble. It'd be really funny if he
just accidentally
underestimated his
off,
strength and just knocked her head off.
He did a bit of Dr. Octavius.
Yeah. So we mentioned before about how Venom's in this and why and also why.
Yes.
And especially why.
Yeah, why?
So Raimi had little interest in Venom. Although he had little interest in him, he disliked the character because of his lack of humanity. Eddie Brock did have a minor role in early versions of the script. Avi Arad, famous Spider-Man ruiner, convinced Raimi to include Venom in the movie as he felt the series relied too heavily on Raimi's personal favourite characters and wanted to include characters that audiences were interested in, because then you get to make more merch sales.
Fair play.
Because that's what Avi Arad cares about.
It's all about
Not
the merch.
What makes a good story. It's promoting a brand. And even then, he's not that good at it.
Oh, he's such a cocky twat, isn't he?
He is. He's horrible. And he's about to do a very horrible, obviously very stupid, wrong thing.
Yeah.
Don't kiss him. Why? It's weird. In any context, this is weird. And also, that's a lot of your face.
Yeah.
Your normal, regular human person face to be revealing to the public,
Yep.
And also, Mary Jane is there.
Yeah.
So what the fuck what are you doing? What are you doing, Peter?
It's a bit twattish.
Yeah. Oh, thank goodness. A big deadly cloud has come to save the day. Oops.
Oh, dear.
Well, that's not something you see every day. Actually, it probably is in this version of New York. There's always
It's always some crazy shit going on.
Weird freak of science floating about the city, I
do think he could have found a more less conspicuous way to travel around the city. Like, even just through the sewers.
Yeah. A lot of moisture there, though. It's going to slow him down a bit. And also, if you could fly around as a big cloud of sand, you would just do it, wouldn't you?
I mean, he's killing these guys, right?
Potentially. I don't think he's intending to, necessarily. I don't think he really knows what he's doing with his powers at this point. Or maybe he has full control over them. Who knows?
Are you going to have the fun bit of trivia for this sequence?
Yes.
Good.
Of course.
Good.
Of course I have. Of course I know about that bit, the trivia related to that bit.
Well, it'll be coming up in a minute.
It will be. It will be in our...
I think it's quite interesting.
You skip it ahead. That's fine. That's allowed. I mean, it's not, but whatever.
That was good.
Yeah,
his legs off.
The action in this is all pretty good.
Oh!
Like, story-wise and character-wise and all that, it's pretty rubbish. Oh, see, they're still alive. They're fine.
What about the other guy?
Well, now they're not, because they've just been thrown into the street, but, you know.
I think he stuck him in webs, didn't he? But there was a guy in the back as well. There were 3 guys in there.
I guess the other guy just got...
smothered with sand.
Yeah. He got ripped apart by the sand, yeah, probably. Who knows? Well, you fucked that, didn't you, buddy?
People falling into things.
Yeah.
That was a lot of sand to have got on your boot.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. His suit strikes me as being a bit more sealed up than that, really. Oh, here we go. I think we're going to get one of my favourite characters. Certainly in this movie. Possibly in all movies.
Okay.
Coming up soon.
Oh, is this the maitre d'?
Yeah. The very French, but obviously not French.
Yeah.
Front of house person. Pardon. It's Bruce Campbell.
It is Bruce Campbell.
I'm sure you've got things to say about his moustache.
It's appropriate for the character.
Fair. Yeah. Yeah.
Peck out.
That's a bad idea.
It really is.
I mean, there was a joke about that in the... I mean, there's a joke about that in The Simpsons. There's a joke about everything in The Simpsons. But when Mr. Burns is proposing to Marge's mum, he does that. He puts the ring in the champagne glass and she just swallows it.
Well, I mean, you'd have to be pretty thirsty to just neck a glass of champagne immediately.
Well, it was probably like a mouthful.
Also, if somebody gave me a drink and I took a sip and then I noticed that they'd put something object in the glass, I'd be like, well, I'm not drinking that now. That's horrible. You've contaminated my glass with your finger scum. God knows where that ring's been. Like, all the little bits of grime and grit that will have got underneath all the little fitting over the years of her gran wearing his aunt wearing it. It's disgusting. It's going to be full of skin bits. Unless he's, like, cleaned it in some, like, ultrasonic bath or something. Which I doubt.
Yeah, probably not. He doesn't seem that clever, honestly.
He wasn't smart enough to make his own web shooters, was he?
Well, he didn't need to. Although that was originally the plan.
I know.
No, you don't. Yeah, your life's so difficult, isn't it, Peter?
He hasn't even got the symbiote and he's already a twat.
No, you don't. That's sort of the point, actually. And this is quite clearly a private thing that she's just interrupting.
You never mentioned her. Yeah, I don't have one.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, Gwen Stacy isn't doing anything wrong.
No, absolutely not.
She's just really sticking her fucking foot in it.
Yeah.
He is great. Do we think it's Mysterio then?
Yes.
Do you think it would have been Mysterio in the fourth one?
I mean, there's storyboards of that. I think what was going to be was the opening of Spider-Man 4 was going to be Spider-Man capturing like a minor kind of useless villain, and it was going to be Bruce Campbell in the Mysterio costume getting kind of dragged into a police station.
Okay.
I don't think he was going to be like a major villain or anything.
Yeah, you did the kiss, Pete. You're a twit. Me? Well, I don't have a personality issue. You know, it's the same person.
Yeah, just to get you up to speed here. Peter Parker, Spider-Man, same person?
No,
yeah, you should have. You were just starting to have an actual conversation. Don't give up now. You're this close to solving your problems. Millimeters away.
Communication! Oh, and he's playing the song that she was singing. Got fired after. He's so good. Oh, pardon me for yawning.
Yeah. He's a bit of a douchebag.
Yeah, fish all your aunt's skin particles out of there, why don't you?
Yeah. I mean, it'll be pretty clean now.
Well,
that it's had a nice alcohol bath.
Yeah, it wasn't pure alcohol. I wouldn't. It's just going to smell like an alcoholic now, isn't it?
Yeah, not really thought all this thing through, has he?
You do.
You do. You've been an asshole and she's given you the cold shoulder. This is how human beings often interact or don't interact with one another.
Certainly days before mobile phones and text messaging.
Yeah, this is like 2006.
Yeah,
mobile phones were a thing at the time. They weren't that expensive even. We need to progress the plot.
Oh, yeah. This is when he finds out about Marco.
Yeah. would you bother telling them this? This is just...
No.
Well, I suppose you would. Because he's a killer at large. He might come after them. I suppose it's... I've seen this guy before!
It's funny that at the end of this, Peter's like, "Oh yeah, forget about it. It's fine. I forgive you."
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lesson there. He learns a lesson. I think the whole point is that he's learning that sometimes criminals are just unfortunate people.
What's that?
And he doesn't necessarily need to punch every single one of them. That sometimes listening is what you need to do.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't even really paying attention. Kablamo!
Damn.
So I like how Peter has just had this
oddly
loose imagining of what happened, and it's just like, yeah, that's definitely how this went down. I'm going to go and kill this man.
It's an oddly specific hallucination.
Yeah, quite right. As much as he's an asshole, I'm kind of on Peter's side with that one.
Yeah.
Although I'm not a big fan of the way he handles the situation. But anyway.
When does the venom come into it? I can't remember.
Oh, God, who knows? I'd actually almost forgotten.
I mean, we're an hour in already.
Yeah. And it's actually pretty all right so far.
So far, yeah.
And then they bring Venom into it, and then it just kind of doesn't know where to focus its attention.
Oh, we've had a pause on the new Goblin thing because he's lost his memory for now.
Yeah, and again, they could have just wrapped that whole thing up in the first scene. Or just not have had... Well, I suppose they kind of had to have him in it. They kind of had to have some conclusion to Harry's storyline in this whole thing, I guess.
I'll turn it down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's his job, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, he doesn't get paid for it.
He gets paid in exposure.
It's a hobby.
True. I guess.
He's a hero for fun, like Saitama.
Right, well, now that we're in the depths of this boring conversation, how's about... Look out, here comes the spider quiz.
Whoa!
Question 1, again, all multiple choice questions.
Excellent.
How many are there? 5 questions.
I did quite well last time.
You did pretty well, as far as I can remember. Anyway, here we go. Question 1. Venom famously has a hunger for human brains, but in the 90s, a more socially acceptable food was used to sate his appetite. What was it? Was it A, grapes? Was it B, pizza? Was it C, chocolate? Or was it D, caviar?
Based on the movie, I think it's C, chocolate.
You going with C?
I'm going with C, chocolate.
It is indeed C, chocolate.
Hey!
Was that in the movie?
Yeah, he's I think he just eats loads of candy and chocolate all the time.
Oh, okay.
He's like, no, you can't eat people. He's like, well, then give me chocolate.
Apparently, there is some chemical compound that exists in chocolate that also exists in the human brain, and that's how they kind of explain why chocolate is a substitute for it. But yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Oh, here, speaking of Venom, here we go. I mean, it's technically not Venom. Or is it? No, I suppose it would be, because the symbiote's called Venom.
Yeah.
That was quite... I like that, the silhouette with a snarly face, and it turns into a claw, and then...
How often does he sleep in his Spider-Man suit, do you think?
Does he have I think he just wears it all the time.
I imagine it stinks.
Probably.
Probably smells like a wet fucking wetsuit.
Yeah, probably.
dusty and sweaty and...
Yuck.
So again, Venom goes over his suit.
Yep.
And creates a suit made of it for his helmet thing. Mask, that's the word.
That's good.
But he can take it off later and he's got a black mask. So is Venom can create stuff that can be not part of him?
Yes.
Where did that mask come from? That's my question. He wasn't wearing a mask.
Well, yeah, it can sort of split apart. I don't know, it's kind of vague, isn't it? It's not... As black suits go for Spider-Man, I do like the black suit for Spider-Man. It's an iconic thing. This just isn't it, though, you know?
No.
It needs the big white emblem. There's not enough contrast in it, you know? It's just a big block of black, and it's just not very convincing. I like the fact that it is just the same as his suit, but black.
Yeah.
I get
Where did that mask come from?
It's just his mask. I think
I think
Venom has just kind of integrated itself into the suit.
Yeah, but he wasn't wearing the mask when Venom. He just went over his face and became that mask, and then he took the mask off. That's the one thing that really bothered me about this film.
Yeah, you don't know what happened in between, though.
Oh, it seems to like you. What's he been in? We discussed it before.
Yes, I will refer you back to
I'll just go and listen to that
week
now, then,
when we did Spider-Man 2. And
it was last week, wasn't it?
Yeah. All cars. Right, question 2.
Go for it.
In comics canon, who was the first character the Venom symbiote bonded to?
Oh.
Is it A, Captain America? Is it B, Deadpool? Is it C, Spider-Man? Or is it D, the Scorpion?
Oh, now, is this a trick question?
No. Well, I don't know.
Well, it won't be Deadpool, because he was only created in the 90s, wasn't he? I don't think it'll be the Scorpion. And why would it be Captain America? I'm going to say Spider-Man. I might be wrong.
You're wrong. It is in fact B, Deadpool.
No way!
It was. It's a bit of a retcon.
Oh.
But it is...
So in terms of like continuity, he went back in time and got it or something?
No, it's just like the symbiote went to him first and then was like, oh no, I don't want to be bonded with this guy. He's weird. And then goes away again.
Oh, okay.
Something along those lines.
So,
but it's like, it's in a Deadpool comic that's like set before the introduction. It's published long after the introduction of the black suit, but it's set before it. So it's a bit of a retcon. But, you know.
Okay, I'll say that. I guess if it wasn't that, apart from that, it would have been Spider-Man though, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, I mean, chronologically speaking, I was correct, but canonically, I was incorrect.
Yeah, well, the question was in comics canon. So,
okay.
There you go.
So yes, I should have paid attention to that. Oh, dear.
Now we get the loosey-goosey fucking... Oh, fun fact about that.
Mm-hmm.
So where he punches the wall there.
Yeah.
He actually punched an actual brick wall in real life when he did that. Because they told Thomas Hayden Church they were going to swap the brick out for a foam brick.
Oh.
And they didn't. So he actually full force...
Did
he had like a prosthetic.
Oh, okay.
He was kind of semi-protected from like the prosthetic he had in his hand, but he did essentially just break his hand.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he then just punched a hole in the wall and they used that take.
Oh, they did use that take. I mean, they couldn't get another take because he broke his hand.
Oh.
I don't know if I like this fight very much. It's a bit... I mean, I like that with his face getting sanded off. And I like this where he's... Oh, again, all the Sandman effects are really good. I just don't...
How is it that this fight is amongst trains is somehow more realistic than the one from Black Panther?
Well, you say that, but there's not a lot to pick between them. It's still two rubbery CGI men falling about the place, you know? It's kind of what I don't like about it. Uh-oh! SpaghettiOs! I'm melting! Oh, what a world! What a world! Oh. Don't do it.
Don't destroy the city's infrastructure. It's going to cost loads. I like the little mini crash zooms.
Yeah, I would have gotten out of the way, personally. I would have
turned to a cloud and flown away along.
I would have used my ability to turn into an intangible cloud of particles and simply left. That doesn't look great. Oh, you're so emo.
So bad when you're wearing...
He's going full emo now.
Oh, no.
He's fully embracing it. Here we go. There he is. He's done it. He's emo. He's even got the eyeliner somehow.
Okay, when he starts doing the dance down the road, I'm going to look away and tell me when he's done, okay?
No.
Oh, damn.
If I have to suffer, you have to suffer. I mean, to be fair, yeah. His anger is actually justified at that. You're a shitty landlord. Deal with the problem. Oh yeah, you respect him now that he's shown a bit of aggression.
Yeah.
This guy's just toxic masculinity personified, isn't he? And so's Spider-Man, to be fair, at least in this movie.
He's a menace.
Right, question 3.
Yes.
Which famous superhero team did Sandman once defeat with the help of a power-amplifying suit? Was it A, the Avengers? Was it B, the Guardians of the Galaxy? Was it C, the Defenders? Or was it D, the Fantastic Four?
That's a tricky one. I have no clue. I'm going to roll the dice and say the Defenders.
You're wrong. It was, in fact, the Fantastic Four.
Could have been any of them.
There you go.
Well, it couldn't. Could only have been one of them.
Well, yeah.
As far as my brain was concerned, I had no clue.
I mean, without knowing the answer.
I just like the reference of the Defenders, actually, as well.
Yeah. There we go.
Spider-Man killed him.
You don't know that.
Well, she knows that Peter's Spider-Man and doesn't want him to kill people.
Yeah, does she know though?
She totally fucking knows.
I mean, she sort of seemed to know in the last one, and then in this one, she kind of seems a bit oblivious again. Because, I mean, fair enough, she might know and is just keeping it on the down low. But at some point, you would be like, Peter, there's some crazy shit going on. I know that you're Spider-Man, all right? Let's just sort this out, all right?
He was a good man.
She's not wrong. Like a
symbiote.
Venom, perhaps. I'm surprised she didn't say Venom at that point.
Yeah.
You would think. Because the Venom name just sort of comes out of nowhere. You would think...
When does it come up in this?
I think Eddie Brock just names himself Venom.
Oh.
If they even name the character at all, I'm not entirely sure. I guess we'll find out. There's no shame in
being a waitress
in taking the jobs that you have to take in order to survive. And also, your famed actress Kirsten Dunst. So, I don't know what your problem is, really.
She bought a mobile, though.
Yeah, she did.
She's had one this whole time.
Some of those names were probably references to things.
Almost certainly. Oh, he's learning to paint now, is he?
He's very good at it, actually. That's pretty good. Right, shall we do question 4?
Please do. We can avoid listening to Jimmy Cranky.
Indeed.
Jimmy Cranky.
Yeah. Sandman once accidentally merged with which other Spider-Man villain?
Ooh. Let me try and guess before you say him. No, I go. Carry on.
Is it A, Hydro Man?
Oof.
Is it B, Venom? Is it C, the Chameleon? Or is it D, Hobgoblin?
Ooh, fuck. I mean, counterintuitively, I'm going to say Hydro Man because then they can become Mudman.
Interesting.
It's the only thing I can think of. Because it's counterintuitive because you'd think water and it would not go well, but maybe that was the whole gimmick. They're like, we can combine our forces and not be...
So you're going with Hydro Man?
Oh yeah, I'll go with Hydro Man. I don't even know who he is.
You're correct, it was Hydro Man. And they did actually, they didn't call themselves Mudman, I think they called themselves Mud Thing.
I fucking wrote it
so
myself.
There you go.
It
there you go.
Mud Thing.
No, stop taking this advice, Peter. It has never worked out for you. Remember when that guy in the last one said, oh, go and read her some poetry?
Yeah, that didn't work out, did it?
Yeah.
It's none of your business. She's spying on him to the people.
Yeah, probably. Probably. Right, question 5. Last one. Bonus points for this one.
Ooh, do I get bonus points for guessing it before the multiple choice?
No.
Oh.
You actually lose a point for that, for being obnoxious.
Carry on then.
In what year did Spider-Man's famous black suit first appear in comics?
Ooh.
Is it A, 1973? Is it B, 1964? Is it C, 1984? Or is it D, 2003?
I have no idea. I mean, I don't know when Venom was around. I'm going to have to just like...
You're not twisted.
I'm not twisting, no. It appears you are. For anybody listening, we have a little Nerdmotron twist going.
Busting a groove there. That's pretty good. Groove.
I'm going to go with the 80s. I don't know. What's my bonus point options?
Well, you'll find out when I get to that point. You're going with C, 1984.
Well, I was going to say, I don't know, it's not going to be that early, I don't think. I don't know how... Well, actually, how early... I don't know. I don't know when Venom was created. I'll just go with 84. Well, or 73, was it?
1973.
73.
You're going with 73?
73.
You're wrong.
Damn, it's
It was in fact 1984.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. And your bonus point, can you name the famous crossover comics limited series in which the black suit first appeared? No multiple choice for this one. You just have to know it.
The comic that the black suit first appeared in. Is it called Spider-Man vs. Venom?
No.
Is it called the attachment of Venom to Spidey?
Nope.
Is it called...
I'll give you a clue. It doesn't have anything to do with Venom.
Oh. Is it called the Unicorn Princess's Dream Party?
Oddly enough, no.
No, then I don't know.
It's Secret Wars.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Really? Oh, but that's not the black suit. Is that the Venom black suit? Oh.
It is. It's not the Venom black suit to begin with, because Venom...
So it's just a black suit that
Venom doesn't become a character until like the 90s. So he finds the black suit on Battleworld, and it's then kind of retconned later on to be the symbiote.
Ah.
Battleworld, Warworld, whatever it's called.
I wonder if I should read Secret Wars. So that's coming up, isn't it? That's what then.
Well, allegedly, supposedly. What the hell are they going to do, MCU wise? Who knows? They were allegedly going to do Secret Wars. They were going to do the Kang thing. Who knows if they're doing that anymore?
Ooh, a hallucinatory picture.
Yeah, this keeps happening, doesn't it?
Do you think he was just
Oh
wandering
no,
around
his
upset
memories
against
are
this thing?
reasserting themselves. Run!
Smash through the glass and find the secret compartment again.
What have you done?
Avenge me. I want those to be my last words when I'm like 90, dying of old age, and just like, avenge me. To what of what? What?
You said that last time as well.
It's great though. It's great. Mm-hmm. It would be good to have on a gravestone.
It would confuse a lot of people, probably.
Well, exactly. That's the point. One last bit of trolling. Where are you? Where are you going?
From a certain point of view.
Mm-hmm.
He could just attack his body, like physically attack him and kill him.
Say Willem Dafoe came up in conversation when I was watching that Mr. In Between. The main character has a Willem Dafoe smile. Like he has this sort of evil,
like Joker smile, kind of.
The insidious smile. It's really good.
How much longer is there?
Well, it's been going about an hour and 20 so far.
So about another hour and 20 then.
Another what?
It drags a bit, doesn't it? Like this is the point. This is the point when it starts dragging.
Should I go and get us some snacks? I've got some peanuts.
No, that's all right. Like if they had just wrapped up the new Goblin thing with Harry loses his memories and he's back to being friends with them, and that's that. That would be fine. Just eliminate this whole romantic love triangle subplot thing that's going on, because it's pointless and so badly done. Like again, they could have just had Mary Jane and him and Peter could just have a conversation. They're about to meet up, and because he's like threatening her to break up with him, or he'll do bad things. But she could just tell him what's going on.
Well, she's currently being threatened by Harry, though, isn't she?
Well, yeah, but just in this scene, just say, Mary Jane, just say to Peter,
Harry's insane. He's kidnapped me and threatened to kill you.
Yes. Yeah. I don't understand why these people can't communicate. It's so frustrating.
It is. Yeah, Pete. Bad news. You're about to get attacked.
Attacked in the heart. You don't have to tell them.
I mean,
it's not working, to be fair. You're right about that. But I feel like, you've got a foundation there to work upon. One of you just say the truth to the other one. Come on! I mean, I guess she's
I'm going to be even less there for you now.
I guess she's kind of taking it as an excuse to, like, actually break up with him because she sort of wants to a bit, I guess. But also just say that Harry's evil again. Just at least tell him that bit, Yeah, that would be good,
talk
wouldn't
to
it?
each other. You never talk.
Fucking hell.
It's my aunt's stinking wedding ring. Well, actually, hang on. Is it not that Harry threatened to kill both of them if she didn't break up with him or something?
Yeah.
But I suppose he's Spider-Man.
Yes!
She doesn't know
exactly.
He's a goblin, does she?
But, no, she knows everything. She knows who everyone is.
Oh.
Literally all she had to do at that point was be like, Harry's standing over there by that tree.
Nip over
He wants me to be fair, I kind of want to break up with you, to be honest. But he's kind of forcing us to break up. And also he's evil again, and he physically attacked me and threatened me. Can you go and beat him up? You beat him up pretty well the first time. I don't think he's actually going to pose that much of a threat to you. Because you're fucking Spider-Man. Can you go do your job? Oh, God, it's so frustrating.
Calm down. It is frustrating.
And it's doubly frustrating that it's fucking James fucking Franco.
Yeah, fuck Jimmy Frankie.
Oh. No, because nobody tells anybody anything. I suppose he wasn't really listening to her, but at the same time...
She didn't even try.
She didn't even try to tell him, really.
No.
At that dinner, before she stormed off, she could have just been like, oh, by the way, I actually got fired from that show, and then storm off, and then you've made an impactful point.
Yeah, that he'll need to reminisce on before the next conversation where you communicate further.
Oh my God.
What a novel idea. I don't know how he is quite so dim. Well, they all are.
I don't know.
Do we blame Sam's brother for bad writing?
No. Because I think he only had small contributions to it.
Fair play.
Yeah, well played, Harry.
Ugh. So punchable.
This is really fucking weird as well, this bit. Cheeky little wink. And he's gone. And I like how the guy in the back just like turns around and is just like, what?
What was that very
what the hell?
moving person?
that guy just ducked under the tables and crawled out of here. What's going on?
Yeah, I do like. I'd love them to do that in one of those sort of like John Wick style action films where you see someone like, and then it just cuts to you seeing them like crouched down, running behind the train as it passes. So that, you know.
Yeah, I love that little musical sting. That little
yeah. It's a bit Superman-y.
It's very sinister Spider-Man, you know? Oh yeah, you get your memories back and then you're straight on the martinis. I mean, to be fair, if you get those particular memories back, then I can understand it. Blech. 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 Oh yes, punch him really hard, repeatedly in the face. Oh, you
get stabbed. Oh, they make good noises.
Yeah. Woo, wing, wee.
Do you know what's really funny? They look like the things that hold the read heads on mechanical hard drives.
Oh, yeah. They also look like the things on Batman's gloves.
Well, yeah, funnily enough.
But going in the wrong direction.
Oh, yeah, Batman's are more for grabbing on and hooking on things rather than scooping people's
I think
eyes
they're
out.
mostly just kind of for show, really. I don't think they serve much practical purpose. Although sometimes they do.
No, hurt your hands, Pete.
Yeah. Ooh! It would be really funny if he just got another concussion and just got amnesia again.
Yeah.
And it was just a constant cycle of him losing his memory, becoming friends with Peter again, remembering he's some form of goblin.
Oh dear.
That's not what you want.
That's some bad coding if it doesn't go into sort of idle mode when it's not got a rider. Oh!
Oh dear. Right in the head.
Right into the goblin balls. I didn't kill him.
No, he didn't. Yeah, there you go. You see? Yeah. That's what they should have called him. None of this new Gottem.
There we go.
That's how you do it.
So now tie him up.
Nah.
You just lobbed him into...
Oh, well. Now, you would think that would be the end of him.
Well, no, he's got goblin powers, isn't he?
But also a grenade went off literally in his face, so, you know. Also, what is going on here? Because is the Venom thing making him attractive to women or not? Because some of them are like, ooh, get a load of this guy.
And some of those
some are like, ooh, get a load of this guy.
Who knows? Maybe it's only attracting the bad boys.
Eddie Brock! There's some dirt in your eye. What are you? Fucking... This isn't a gangster movie from the 50s. What are you? Easy Rider or something? Fucking hell. Everyone in this movie is awful. I hate them all.
It's a fake picture, isn't it?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Excuse you.
Try and make a note of where that sneeze was and try and dampen that for the audience later.
I don't care. It's a little bit of flavour for them, you know?
Fair play.
Humanises us, you know?
Oh, well, fair play.
Oh. Oh, you're going to regret saying that. Yeah. Yeah, well, you shouldn't have just fucking lied. This is journalistic ethics, man.
Yeah. Have some integrity, Eddie.
No, Eddie. Eddie. I mean, the original doesn't look particularly real either, to be honest.
I think it's a render.
Here we go. Here's the dancing montage.
Well, maybe I shall use this time to go and grab a glass of water. Would you like a water?
No, I'm fine. I'm going to enjoy this.
Back in a moment. I'm just going to go.
Yeah,
enjoy that.
funky.
Enjoy.
Doo-ba-doo-doo. Yeah, he's not listening. Why did he even bother phoning him? Yeah, this is weird.
Damn, was I too quick? Did I miss the dancing? Or did I
You've missed nothing. Well, you missed her feeding him a cookie while he's on the phone to Dr. Connors, but also not really. Like, what's he doing? What are you doing, Peter? What is this?
Oh God, here he
There
is.
he goes. Yeah, see, some of them are like laughing at him, and some of them are like, "Ooh, get a load of this guy," and his funky jazz stepping. Ugh. Ooh, spicy.
Let's hope he keeps that job by the end of the film.
It just doesn't compute, does it, JJ?
No. He looks like such a knob. I mean, he's dancing to no music in the street.
Yeah. I mean, got to admire his confidence, I guess.
At least he's going for the sales and he's not spending full price on this.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, God.
There he goes. Rubbing some funk on it. Right in the doorway. That's actually really rude.
Rubbing funk on it in the doorway?
Well, just blocking a doorway in general is just a really impolite thing to do, isn't it?
I think part of that sequence there was to show how he's become a bit of a twat with the venom.
You think so? Yeah. Okay. Oh, here comes trouble.
Here comes Mud Thing.
Yeah. Well, he's had a nice bath now, and he's ready to go kick some spider ass.
Oh, you managed to hold on to that, okay. Well done. How did he hang on to that?
I think he's just sort of integrated it into his being, you know?
Maybe.
It's part of
like
him
his
now.
Clothes.
I think it's meant to be like symbolic or something.
Oh, okay.
Oh god, I'd forgotten about this whole thing. Oh my god.
Oh, he steals his girlfriend, I forgot. Pete, you absolute twat.
Yeah, he does, but also...
It's this whole, this sequence.
God,
I think
this whole thing is just the worst. Just the worst.
Oh god, why does he go... Oh god! He's such an asshole!
Yep. Don't whistle at front of house staff like that. Don't do that. Don't do any of this.
Thanks, hot legs. That was just creepy as shit. I really wish you'd just kneed him in the balls and said, "Fuck off, sir.
I'm vomiting.
I'm going to have to ask you to leave."
I am vomiting all over myself.
Look at how cool and jazzy all the clientele are.
Yeah. No, this is all part of the plan. That seems like quite a fun job, actually. Doing a bit of waitressing, and then every so often you take a break to do a little sing-song.
When did you learn to play the piano?
He's probably got a spider's natural instinct for piano playing. Yeah. It's one of his many spider powers.
Well, I suppose he just will be able to sense the vibrations, won't he? He'll just know what goes. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's very good with stringed instruments, you know. He just has an instinct for them, you know.
He's quite the string plucker.
He's certainly some kind of plucker. What are you doing?
Please don't break our chairs, sir. I don't really know what he is doing. Like, it's not even a good dance. It's so
I like
weird.
how he has dramatic air blowing powers, though.
Oh dear.
Fucking dig on my fist in your mouth, Peter Parker.
Like, the subtitle said, "That is hot." Or this is hot. Who said that?
I mean, I guess this is what counts as sexy in this universe, you know? It's just all very weird, isn't it?
Like, why would she ever take him back after this as well? Mary Jane's
Yeah,
just like,
what
Pete, you absolute
the hell
asshole.
is his plan here? I think he just wants everybody to feel bad, really, is his goal, yeah. Yeah, you got played, honey.
Yeah, Mary Jane, you can sing now.
Oh, I never saw this coming.
You're starting to realise that you've become an asshole, Pete.
Yeah, it's actually quite a good thing. He keeps, every time he's having like doubts about his new evil persona, he kind of
Touches the
grabs his
symbiote.
chest like that. Very good question. Nope.
Jesus.
Good Lord. Yeah, now you realise you've gone too far.
Now you realise hitting people's wrong.
Good God, Peter. You asshole.
You lady beater.
Right, shall we do some IMDb trivia bits?
Yeah, let's find... Yes.
Not interesting, let's go. A little palate cleanser after that scene.
Yeah, I should have taken longer getting the water, shouldn't I?
So, trivia bit number 1. At around 50 minutes, so approximately 4 hours ago,
yeah,
in a fight scene where Spider-Man punches through Sandman's chest,
yes,
congenital amputee boxer Baxter Humby took Tobey Maguire's place in filming the scene.
Interesting.
Humby, who was born without his right hand, helped deliver the intended effect of punching through Sandman's chest. Is that interesting or not interesting? It is interesting. They could have CGI'd it, but they made a better choice.
Well, it's pretty cheaper. Well, they technically did CGI at the same time, but because they...
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean.
But yeah. It's just for one little shot.
They could have just given Tobey Maguire like a green sleeve to wear.
Well, it would have been harder to punch through his stomach at that point.
Yeah, I don't think that actually happened.
Well, yeah, but never mind.
But yeah, it's a good thing. I always enjoy the practical over the CG.
Oh look, it's Brady Jock.
But then most practical effects these days are sort of enhanced with CG anyway. So, well, he did what he was told. He got religion. I think he may have.
Did he just call God sir?
Yeah. I mean, he's respectful, at least. Sort of.
Let me kill Peter Parker.
Yeah. I mean, he's not the first person in history to ever ask God.
Now he's trying to take it off, and it's not a mask that he can take off.
Yeah, because he knows, the symbiote knows that Peter's trying to separate himself, so it's resisting.
Mm-hmm.
So it was willing to play along before and like
just be a cloth
thing essentially. But now he's trying to remove the symbiote, and it's like, nah, not having it. Also, you'll notice there's a bit where you see Peter's back and shoulders, and it's very clearly a different person.
Really?
Yeah, because he didn't do the same level of working out for this movie as he did for the other ones, which is fair enough because that's a lot of stress and strain to put your body through.
He should have just kept it up for the 7 years he was playing him.
Yeah, it's as simple as that, really.
Yeah, he's not looking quite as muscly.
Yeah, so that's all just not him.
Well, it looks like him. He didn't look that muscly. Oh,
that's a different
that's
person.
Not him, yeah.
Yeah, you'd think at this point you'd be like, there's weird black...
Strange black goop all over you. So wait, he peeled that off and became naked? I thought the suit went over one of his suits. It was the
well, he's probably changed it up. Well, it probably was his suit to begin with. Like I said, it was like it had made itself into a cloth-like suit. So when you put it on that day, it was a normal cloth suit. And then when he was up in the bell tower, it turned full symbiote again.
Gotcha.
You see? Right,
he's washing his eyeliner off now anyway.
Yeah. Combing his hair sensibly. None of this emo shit anymore. Done all that. Trivia bit number 2.
We're only on 2. Go ahead.
There were many scenes that were shot but never released on DVD.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on a minute. There were many scenes that were shot but never released on DVD, including a montage of Peter in his black suit taking down criminals and leaving them strung up. Tons of character building moments. A confrontation scene between Captain Stacy and Eddie Brock, where Gwen dumps him in her father's house. And Peter freaking out after he looks in a mirror and sees a nightmarish version of the Venom symbiote screaming at him. Is that interesting or not interesting?
Well, so the scenes were shot, but nobody's ever seen them.
Yeah.
They've not even been released as deleted scenes or anything.
Yeah.
Well, that is interesting.
No, it's not that interesting. I would say, in fact, it's not interesting. Probably should have left in some of that character building stuff.
Well, yeah.
So we could actually.
That's what I'm saying. It's interesting they chose to leave out the good bits.
Well, they had to cut out all the good bits because they had to put Venom in.
True.
Because you've got to make that sweet.
Well, they had to cut out a lot of good bits to have Harry in it as well, I think, didn't they?
Well, I think Harry's part in it was pretty much always going to be like that.
Oh, it's just shitting on James Franco.
Yeah. I know. Right, straight into trivia bit number 3. According to Bryce Dallas Howard on the DVD commentary, the actor who plays the photographer during the crane accident scene performed magic for her at a birthday party when she was in the 2nd grade. Is that interesting or not interesting?
I mean, it's very unlikely and a bit of a... Yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's just the law of very large numbers, really, isn't it? It's sort of a coincidence, but not.
Mm.
I mean, it depends. I think some people could find that interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
You're right, not interesting.
Okay.
Who fucking cares?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of an odd bit of trivia, but it's not interesting, necessarily.
It certainly is trivial, that's for sure. It is. Oh, God, she's back.
Oh, yeah, God, yeah.
I know that you will find a way to be a good person because your Uncle Ben believed you were a good person, and I believe you're a good person.
Also,
and Mary
I'm going to
Jane
give you this ring because I don't want to take it back and then have to give it back next time you get another girlfriend. just keep it.
Yeah. Also, this is actually a replica of that ring because I'm sick of you fucking around with it.
But I've managed to impregnate it with lots of my skin cells and sweat, so don't worry.
Oof. Right. Yeah, remember how Sandman is in this film? That's just not Venom. He's tiny. Venom's supposed to be enormous. Eddie Brock is supposed to be enormous. You know, he's supposed to be a bodybuilder.
Hmm.
And to be fair, Topher Grace did work out a lot for this. But he's not a big dude, you know?
No.
They should have got Thomas J. Hayden Church to be Venom. He's a bit burlier.
Well, that's why it's good they got shins on. He had a bit of bulk to him.
I still don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. What's the guy's name?
Oh, wait, Tom Hardy. Yeah,
Tom
I remember.
Hardy.
Yeah.
Yes, shins on.
Yes.
He's just shins on.
Yes.
He's Patrick Stewart's clone.
Yeah.
So
I actually like Star Trek
arguably he's more...
I think I'm the only person in the world that likes
it's
Star Trek
alright.
Nemesis. It's pretty good.
It's not as bad as Generations.
Generations is fine. It's just not really a movie, is it? It's more just 2 or 3 half-decent episodes of the show crammed together.
Whereas Insurrection's just one long episode, which we discussed.
Yes. I like Insurrection.
It's First Contact's just fun.
Yeah.
Although we do have the proper Patrick Stewart tank top action man sequence in it.
True, yeah. Yeah. Oh, has Mary Jane been kidnapped again? How original. How original. Interesting fact. It's not part of the IMDb interesting or not interesting, but you may wish to rate it thus anyway.
Okay.
They recycled all of Mary Jane's screams from Spider-Man 2 for this.
No way.
Yeah. Kirsten Dunst was just like, I'm not just going to stand on set and scream. I'm done with that shit.
That's quite funny.
To nobody's great surprise. Nobody pronounces Broadway like that.
Broadway.
Broadway. It's a very newscaster pronunciation there. He's back! Spider-Man. Original Spider-Man. He's relearning lessons that arguably he should have learned a long time ago.
I wonder if anybody ever finds it, he can just say, "Oh, I had it. You know, it's a kid's costume because it looks so small and shrunken."
Yeah.
Is it on Twitter?
Oh, that's good. That's the same font as is used for the animated series.
Really?
Yeah, for the logo in the animated series. And some of the comics as well.
That's quite interesting.
Yeah. Speaking of interesting and not interesting, IMDb bit number 4, did you say?
I did, yeah.
Reportedly, an early draft had John Jameson, the astronaut from Spider-Man 2, 2004, returning from a space mission with the symbiote as a stowaway. To save time and money... Oh, that's
looking better than ever, James.
Left a mark. Although, given that the bomb went off like right next to him, I think he's gotten away pretty well.
He healed very quickly, though.
Well, he's got goblin juice in him, doesn't he? Anyway, to save time and money, this was eliminated in favour of having the meteorite just happen to land next to Peter Parker. The Jameson space mission story was reused for Venom 2018, but instead, Riot was the symbiote. Is that interesting or not interesting? Oh, here he comes.
Oh, here we are. Yeah, you're an asshole.
Well, you probably should have.
I'll just say not interesting.
It is interesting, actually. Would have made more sense than having it. Say, for example, just happen to randomly hit the ground near Peter Parker and then go after him for no apparent reason. You know? What honour? His father never had any honour.
He
was a
died
dog.
by his own hand. Yeah, he should have told you this 3 movies ago.
Yeah. Why?
Nobody loves you, Harry. Your dad didn't like you. This guy's lied to you for 3 films. Peter and MJ think you're an absolute nutter. And there's certainly, you know, as much of an ass as you are, you were a bit more attractive before the Felsmatey thing. I think you've lost a lot. He's lost a lot.
I think
he deserves it because he's a 10.
I think he looks just as attractive as he did before, which is to say not very attractive because it's James Franco. Oh, it's tense, isn't it?
Well, I think the issue is the detention, yes.
Oh, God, it's so boring.
And these are all reused screams, I take it then.
Yeah.
It's Red Suit Spider-Man again!
Yeah, where have you been, Spider-Man? People have died. Oh, get the fuck out of here with your American flag bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, it was bad enough in the first one when it was quite egregious when he lands on it during his final swing through the city at the end. But that's just unnecessary.
Why is there an English newsreader in New York? It seems odd.
It's allowed.
Oh, no, it is. It's just, well, I suppose, yeah.
Blimey.
Eddie?
My God. That's gross. Apparently Topher Grace improvised that line.
Really?
Yeah.
That's gross.
And to be fair, for the character, it makes a lot of sense, because he is a gross, horrible little man.
Why are only his teeth affected?
Yeah. I mean, I get why you would have big, spiky predator teeth when the venom mask's all over, but why is his normal head like that?
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's almost as if they didn't think it through very well.
Where are these breeze blocks coming from?
The building. They're in and around, you know? Oof.
And where is his head when that mouth opens?
Hammer space.
Okay.
Right, trivia bit number 5. The jazz bar scene took approximately 2 weeks to film.
Oh my
Is that interesting or not interesting?
I mean, it's interesting in the fact that they spent that much fucking time on an awful, awful sequence that should never have been in a movie. So I'll say interesting, but
it's not interesting because that's 2 weeks of those people's lives that they won't ever get back. And it's several minutes of our life that we won't be getting back.
I've seen this film a few times, so it's several minutes, several times.
Yeah.
How did that even get up there?
Venom put it up there.
Why?
Because he's a silly man. Why is Venom doing anything in this movie?
Oh dear.
Mr. Sandman. Do 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 do.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Dum, 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 dum.
Yep. You can stop that now.
You started it.
When I do it, it's cute.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It must be so shit acting in these movies sometimes.
Yeah, for the women mostly, because usually they're just there to be objects of desire or damsels in distress or both.
Yeah. That's comic books for you.
Pretty much, yeah. Trivia bit number 6.
Here's a question for you.
Oh, okay.
How's he got tyres in him? They're not made of sand.
They're just stuck in him.
Okay.
They just got, because you saw all the stuff getting dragged in
Lovely.
as he was pulling himself together. So, yeah, he's just got a bunch of stuff wedged in him, I can relate to that. Anyway, trivia bit number 6.
Yeah.
A little more enthusiasm.
Yay!
There we go. It was delivered to UK cinemas under the code name Back for More. Is that interesting or not interesting?
Not interesting.
Correct, it is not interesting. More like Back for Bore.
Next.
More like Cack for More.
Next.
That's all I've got.
Okay. I meant next trivia bit, not next pun. Apparently you lack more.
No,
yeah, man.
That didn't work at all. This is good. Bomb in the side of the head. That's a good entrance.
Well, is it?
Yeah.
Because it means we're going to see more Franco now.
Well, true, but...
Wicked cool!
Wicked cool! We're real kids that really speak like this! Ow. Do, 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 do. A little bit of the Goblin theme there. That was good. Like that. Oh, there it is again. Oh no, that's the Spider-Man theme. I don't know. There's various musical themes happening, isn't there?
Sorry, I know a bit of an awful joke.
Yeah, please don't. I can tell from the look on your face that it's not appropriate. Teamwork.
I mean,
See, that's
just going to blast him back rather than...
Yeah, how did that work?
Oh! That must be some super flame.
Right,
why did you not have any film in it where you were taking pictures? Are you an idiot?
No, she just did a little sneaky bit of sleight of hand to day out. She's running a con.
Well, she probably destroyed a film
GG.
of whatever photos she'd taken.
Yeah, well, who cares? There's plenty of
Not
other
her,
footage.
obviously.
Pretty irresponsible of that child's parents to just let their child be at a fucking active crime scene, you know? Unattended, in a big crowd.
Do you think since the first scene, Mary Jane's done a lot of upper body work so she can hang on to things for longer? Because she does seem to be really good, like one-handed gripping things.
I think it's all fake and not real.
Okay.
I think she's probably standing on boxes and just pretending to hang on to things.
Well, is it like a Mysterio situation where it's all an illusion?
Well, sort of. It's a movie, you see.
Okay.
So it's sort of like an illusion.
Okay.
But it's like
what? You mean he's not?
That's not actually happening.
It's Tobias, isn't it? It's not actually Peter Parker.
Yeah,
okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Sometimes I miss the obvious. That eye isn't over his other eye.
Yeah, you are actually. It's kind of your career. It's just interrupting good movies with your presence, apart from this one, because it's not very good. It's not a very good movie, is it?
It's a movie. Yeah, no.
It's fine when there's some punchy action, because then you can just kind of switch your brain off and
honestly,
go.
I'm just
punchy
realizing
action.
this isn't a historical document.
Sorry if I shattered your world, have
Yeah.
I? Sorry. Shattered it like Sandman when he gets turned to glass.
Well, yeah, I should have said that a few minutes ago when he got... Yeah, well, there he is, crumbling a bit. It's less shattering.
He's always a bit crumbly, isn't he?
What just killed him there?
I don't know.
He's going to do the thumb and the molten...
Well, they've still got not Venom to deal with.
It's alright.
Right, trivia bit number 7.
Yep.
The only film in the trilogy where Aunt May is not threatened by either of the villains. Is that interesting or not interesting?
Not interesting.
Yeah, right, it's not interesting. One of them could have shown up to stop her fucking interminable stories.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it be great if, when she was doing her stupid story about her and Uncle Ben swimming to the island, Sandman had just come in and just killed her? I mean, that would be a bit much, but it would have given some motivation, some much needed motivation to some characters, I feel, if it had gone that way.
That eyebrow. He's got a permanently raised eyebrow.
That feels awkward.
It really does. Doesn't look comfortable either.
No.
Just taped it up.
It just makes him look really, really dumb. Oh, you like being evil, do you? Makes you happy, does it? There's some good character motivations for you. Ooh.
Oh, he's been doing that a lot.
Yeah. He's taken a lot of blows to the head, isn't he? I mean, they all do, but him especially. Bling, bling, clang, clang. He's starting to believe. Oh. I mean, that seemed unnecessary. You probably could have done that without getting stabbed.
Yeah, it's like
although
it's like poetry, it rhymes.
Yes.
George the cure all.
Oh, shut up.
May gone too far in a couple
Right.
of places.
Yeah. Trivia bit number 8.
Use your webbing! You see, why would you reach for... Yeah!
Right in the face. Clang. At least he's using his noodle to solve the problem, you know? Sort of.
He's so spongy and CG.
Yeah.
Construction owners are going to come up and be like, what the fuck went on here?
So yeah, trivia bit number 8.
Yep. Sorry, I was watching him getting ripped out the goo.
Oh yeah, it's good, isn't it? That's good. I like that. That's very The Thing, isn't it?
Doesn't like fire. Someone burn him.
Yeah, somebody do that. Quickly, please. Or just continue doing that, I guess.
Throwing a CG ball.
Yeah. So those characters are never coming back.
Vaporized.
Yep, literally atomized.
He's gas.
Oh yeah, so here comes the bit where he forgives Flint Marco, I think. Anyway, trivia bit number 8. This film combines all 3 Raimi brothers. Sam Raimi as the director, Ivan Raimi as one of the writers, and Ted Raimi as an actor in the role of Hoffman. Is that interesting or not interesting?
It would be. Is it the only film in which all 3 are involved?
I think they all had a bit of... definitely... Well, Sam's obviously involved in all of them. Ted Raimi is in all of them because he's Hoffman. And I think Ivan Raimi had a bit of a hand in all of them.
Well,
but I think mostly this and the second one.
It's not interesting then.
It is interesting, because they were literally mashed together by evil magic into a single horrifying creature. Also, this isn't true. They all worked on all 3 of them at some time in some capacity. So, there you go.
Next interesting, please.
Number 9. Oh, he's telling the story. He's telling the true story of the murder of a man. No, he was a nice man, wasn't he?
Bad trigger discipline. It's your fault.
Yeah.
It's entirely your fault. You should have had your finger not on the trigger unless you're going to actually pull it.
Yep. Well, you shouldn't have it.
Also, don't point guns at things you don't want to die.
Yes.
That's a good rule too.
Just don't have guns. Yeah? That's an idea. How's about that for an idea?
Should we try and tell the Americans about that?
Oh, God. Anyway. Trivia bit number 9. Harry's lab contains his father's Green Goblin mask, as well as a gold Hobgoblin mask from the comics. Is this interesting or not interesting?
Well, you've already told me that. But
Not
the
interesting.
fact that you've told me this
Ooh.
means that it's probably interesting.
No, it's not interesting, actually.
Well, why bring it up earlier then? If it wasn't interesting.
Could have just made him be the Hobgoblin.
Well, yeah, but...
Would have been slightly more interesting than angry flying snowboarder New Goblin / Goblin Junior. I don't know why they get...
sort of missed the forgiveness bit, though.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it before. It's fine. It makes sense. He didn't mean to kill him. You know, whatever. Spider-Man gains nothing from turning him in. He's only going to cause more misery by doing so. So, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I don't understand why they went with New Goblin instead of Goblin Junior, which is far funnier and a lot better.
Junior Gabby.
There we go. Forgiveness. Hooray! He's learned how to forgive, which was the point of the movie, I think. I don't really know.
Has he learned to not be an asshole as well?
Well, I think that's just kind of baked into his personality at this point. Anyway, trivia bit number 10.
Go for it.
The last IMDb trivia bit for this season of commentaries.
Bwah, 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 bwah.
Sad bwah, 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 bwah. Sad air horns. Real sand was used for Sandman. Except when...
Oh, come on!
Come on! Except when characters were being buried or covered in sand.
Funny that.
Since real sand would have been a possible hazard for such scenes, ground up corn cobs were used instead. Okay. Was that interesting or not interesting?
Actually, the fact that it's ground up corn cobs is interesting to me. So I will say interesting. Just for that last little bit. The rest of it is just, they used sand to represent sand.
Yeah. No, it's not interesting. Also, except when he's reforming himself after the accident. Pretty sure that's not real sand. And when he turns into sand at the end and blows away, that's pretty sure that's not real sand.
Oh no, that's just a wind machine and ground up corn cobs.
No, it's CGI sand.
Oh, okay.
And also, most of the subway fight is not real sand.
Oh, he's finally dead, look.
Yay! James Franco's dead, everyone! Hooray! Oh,
and he's doing his quivery lip thing.
You look like a weird frog, Tobey Maguire. I'm sorry, that was rude and mean, but I'm just so happy that James Franco's dead.
Oh. He was a monster.
He was a bad, bad man. And that... God, it's still going! Oh my God! Oh, I forgot it's a Spider-Man movie, so we've got to end it with a funeral, obviously.
Yeah. Do they all end with funerals?
Yeah, pretty much. I think there's only...
It's amazing that Aunt May lasted so long throughout these movies.
I think there's only 3 out of the however many Spider-Man movies there's been that have not ended with a funeral.
Why are they there? Do they know, Franco?
Don't know, probably just out of politeness, really. Probably didn't have anything else to do that day. Oh, there's Flash Thompson. Missed him. Flash? Yeah. What's he doing there? He wasn't even in the last movie.
Well, he was an asshole, so he was obviously friends with James Franco in the original movie.
True. Well, no, they weren't.
Respected him for being another asshole.
I don't think they did.
Who knows? Well, it's still not that. Jesus Christ!
Oh my God! They say Return of the King has too many endings. God, should have watched this movie.
Are we going to get what's his name from Anchorman doing a jazz flute?
I hope not. Oh, we get the point.
Oh my God. It's
just keeps going. Yeah, I'm keen for it to end too.
Yeah, I really want it to end now. I thought these were good films and I forgot that the third one was so shit.
I mean, it's got good bits in it, as I say. Some of the action's pretty good, and I mean, that's about it. The effects are quite good, I guess.
Is he interrupting another of her performances?
Yeah, but in a nice way this time. In a romantic way rather than a traumatic fashion, you know? And they both lived crappily ever after.
Yeah. Well, we find out that he just goes into youth pastor mode, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yep. Interestingly, Tobey Maguire requested that they keep intentionally vague in No Way Home for potential Spider-Man 4 action to come, which I don't think they should do. I think they should
make Spider-Man 5 instead of 4.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just pretend that 4 happened somehow.
Yeah.
It's like they did with Red Dwarf, when they went straight from Red Dwarf. Like, I don't know, they didn't do Series 9, they had Back to Earth.
Yeah.
They referenced a Season 9 or something, or they referenced another season that didn't happen or something.
Oh God, it's over. We made it. We did another trilogy.
Another
one
done.
in the bag. So this has been a lot of fun doing this whole comic book movies thing.
Up until the last 20 minutes at the end of that piece of shit, but other than that, it's been lovely.
20 minutes? At least an hour of that movie was just complete drivel and a waste of my life and time. But we're done now, and
let's hope we can help others waste their time.
Indeed. Remember to like and subscribe and do all those YouTube-y whatever things, and we'll see you next time when we do another season of Commentaries, whenever that will be, probably next year sometime, I guess.
Well, yeah, whenever.
I mean,
it is only February, isn't it? March? We could maybe do another one this year. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. Anyway, thanks everyone. Bye for now.
Farewell.
Bye.